Hi guys, welcome back to Miscellaneous Pleasures. I'm back with, oh my god, why does this always happen? I'm back with episode 8 from Stranger Things 2. Basically the penultimate episode of the season. I am hoping to finish the season off today because I don't want to wait any longer. So last time on Stranger Things we had that episode, the episode that I want to forget, to be honest. It wasn't that bad. I can't be that critical of that episode. I mean, it was all right. It was something that I feel like should not have been part of one single episode, which should have been probably played out over about 3 or 4 episodes along with other parallel storylines. And I feel like that would have made that story less boring than it actually was. But that's just my thoughts. But then forget that episode because I guess what's going to happen in this episode is going to have no sort of connection to what happened last episode, but it's going to have a connection with what happened the episode before the last one, where I remember Will had the super spy moment. Well, I shouldn't call it super spy. I should probably call it something else. He basically had the Harry Potter moment from like book 5 and book 6, where we basically had our that upside down creature sort of spying on him. There was also the talk of hive brain, where there's one single brain and like everything else is connected to it, including Will right now because the creature entered Will or something like that in third episode. Third episode. We also had Jonathan Nancy came back. They didn't have much to do. Yeah, we had this guy, Steve. Steve was trying to fight a Demogorgon, but then suddenly 4 or 5 appeared, and the whole group was saved only because of the fact that the main creature sort of called for it. I don't remember the name of the main creature. Did we give it any name? Like we gave some name to it, right? Like for some reason I can't seem to remember what it was. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to remember if we gave any name to it. Apart from that, that's the last two episodes that I saw, and I guess there's nothing else to say. Let's just begin this episode. Here we go. You guys are so screwed, man. Run.
Sure about that glass?
The hell?
We're too late.
What?
We're too late! What's going on? We're under attack. What's going on?
You should not be waiting for the lift, man. You guys are idiots. Run! Don't do the lift. Never do the lift. Yeah, you guys are dead.
We need to make Will sleep.
What?
He's a spy. If he knows where we are, so does the Shadow
He's
Monster.
lying!
He killed the soldiers. He'll kill us too.
He's lying! He's lying! He's lying! He's lying! He's lying!
He is not lying. Oh, you idiots.
Those are gunshots.
He's lying! He's lying! Will! Listen! Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Joyce is idiot. Like seriously, she had these like emotional, stupid moments like 2 episodes ago too, I remember. Give the bloody yeah.
No!
Unbelievable the amount of wastage of time that happens in these things.
Sorry! Let me go! Let go!
Give the damn syringe.
Let me go! Let go!
Unbelievable.
We gotta go.
Yes, Hopper. Run. That's the first thing you should have done. Okay, hide. I guess hiding is not the best option because you have to get out at some point of time, but you have to figure out a backup plan.
full-time babysitter. And she's not my sister.
Okay.
What did we talk about?
Wow. Okay.
What?
This is not what I expected.
Talk about?
I thought he was just a brat to everybody.
Responsibility.
That is right.
Don't wait for me. As soon as I get those doors open.
I'm gonna get them out. I promise.
Okay, I'll be in touch. Hello?
Oh, it's these guys.
Who's there?
These guys. I forgot their name. Yeah, Dustin, Lucas, Max, and Steve.
Steve? Nancy? Jonathan.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is...
Keep it together, Bob.
What? Oh shit, run! Run from there! Run, you idiot! Dude, run. Why are they showing this in slow motion for? Run, 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 run. Run, Bobby, run. Mate. You're joking. Run. Run! Why are you standing? Run! Are you kidding me? Dude, run! What? You are joking. He's dead. Oh, you idiots. And why was Joyce standing there like an idiot? Like she should have left like 5 minutes ago. Unbelievable. You daft idiots. I am pissed off at a lot of things. Like, I'm talking like my personal life and stuff. Especially today, I'm like absolutely pissed off at a lot of things. And that's probably the reason I've been way too critical on Joyce. Because, I mean, I had this, I remember saying this like sort of one random line at like one random situation in like 2 episodes ago where I just said that, you know what, Joyce, you're being way too ridiculous or something. I said something like that. But at that time, that was apt. I feel like this episode, she has been like a bit... I mean, she's definitely been way less of an idiot than I have sort of criticized her for. Like, honestly. But to be fair, she has been somewhat idiotic. Because if... Like, you have 2 choices, right? You either sedate a person or you don't. Like, that situation, I understand that's a kid and, you know, all that stuff. But I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I guess I was definitely way too critical on her on that particular situation, the syringe situation where she was just asking questions and like, especially because they are showing this in some sort of a, like a lot of different scenes have a different sort of time, the way the scenes are paced. It feels like time is going slightly faster than it is. And there are other scenes where it seems like time is going way too slower than it is. So 1 second seems like a 1 second in that particular scene for us seems to be like 2 or 3 seconds. So like, for instance, I mean, one of the other scenes recently, which I don't know if it's going to make into the reaction or not, like it was definitely slow-mo, right? It was definitely sort of happening in slow motion, and so that was kind of obvious. But there are other scenes where, you know, some sort of decision-making time, they ask these so many questions that feels like 5 and 10 seconds have passed. When in reality, in the show, it has just probably been only 4 or 5 seconds. And that sort of gives us a, you know, feeling of the fact that these guys are wasting time. So definitely, I was way too critical on her at that point of time. But the next situation, this Bob situation, like sorry, like this was just dumb. Like I guess again, like these are situations where I can't be way too critical on a person. But the first thing you do when you are in crisis, like if it's a fire or earthquake or these kind of situations I'm talking about. Obviously, a monster situation is slightly different to an earthquake or a did I say? A fire. In the fact that they are naturally caused or they have, it's not an actual sentient person attacking you. The monster is an actual sort of creature. It's a living thing. So there are sort of two different things. But they also have a lot of similarities. Like the first thing, the only thing that you should be doing in these situations is take care of yourself, get yourself to safety, and hope that others can do that too. Like, for instance, Hopper had Will, right? Mike was on his own. Joyce was on her own. And they all had survived and could have easily gotten away. Like, they could have literally walked to the gate by the time Bob had come. And if these people hadn't been there, then Bob wouldn't have stopped there. Like, this is what I don't understand. Like, that's obviously one thing. So I have to criticize Joyce and those people for that. The second thing is Bob. I mean, what Bob did was stupid. I feel like this show has had a lot of sort of cliched plot points and storylines and situations happen, which a lot of the time feels nostalgic and sort of, feel good factor sort of thing. But then other times it feels like stupid, like this situation. What on earth did you stop there for? Yeah, like this sort of also pisses me off. So I'm really not doing so well on that front at the moment, and this episode hasn't helped me at all. Otherwise, this episode has been scary good. When I say scary good, I mean scary as well as good, and also scary good. So there you go. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the reaction because why not?
Here where those things are loose.
We stay here and we wait for help.
I mean, the problem is they can't do anything. Like, apart from Levin, none of these people can actually do anything unless you like bomb the place or something. And even that I don't think will help for all the creatures. Some, yeah, maybe. 90% of them will probably die, but the rest of the 10% you can't really say. Like, you have to like properly bomb it, like 3-4 bombs and like destroy the like 1 mile radius or something, and then probably the monsters will be dead. But that also means that other people will also be dead. So there you go.
Did you guys know that Bob was the original founder of Hawkins AV?
What?
Really?
You're joking?
In the school to start it and everything. And then he had a fundraiser for equipment.
Oh my god.
Mr.
That guy was actually a good guy. I was stupid to like sort of doubt him and stuff.
Right?
Beginning of the season.
I thought we were waiting for your military backup.
We are!
But even if they come, how are they gonna stop this? You can't just shoot this with guns.
You don't know that! We don't know anything!
We know it's already killed everybody in that lab.
And we know the monsters are gonna molt again. And we know that it's only a matter of time before those tunnels reach this town.
They're right.
All of this is right.
We have to kill it.
But my problem is if you kill it,
To kill it.
yeah, fine, whatever, shut up. But if you want to kill it, but that also affects Will, right?
No, but he does. If anyone knows how to destroy this thing, it's Will. He's connected to him.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, he would. I don't know if he would, but I guess he's a better shot than Joyce or anybody else in this place.
Yeah, but he can't spy if he doesn't know where he is. What?
Lucas. He told me all about her.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have. And just because you know the truth, it doesn't mean you're in our party. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
This guy is unbelievable. Come on, Mike.
I mean,
Come on.
why would you want a stupid Zoomer in your party anyway?
But we stayed out there anyway. We were both sick for like a week after that. But we just had to finish it, didn't we?
Wait, what? He was doing something with his hand.
It was the first day of kindergarten.
Oh, okay. So these people met in kindergarten.
No friends.
Dude, he was doing something with his hand. Was it like binary or Morse code or something?
I'm so scared. But yes. You said
Look at his hand. Please, somebody. Look at his hand. Hopper, what are you doing there? Look. Please look at his hand. Anybody, somebody.
if you're in there, just please.
He is. You idiots, he is. Somebody look at his hand. Mike. Hopper.
Let me go.
Look at his hand. Hopper finally did it. Yes, thank you. Oh my god. Close gate. Okay, so that's all he said? Oh shit. Dude, don't put the receiver back. Remove it. Yeah.
Do you think he heard that?
Yeah, of course he heard that.
Phone. You could be anywhere.
No. This is the only phone that we have heard in the whole episode, and that's why nobody ever picked it up. I remember.
Hey, can you hear me?
Do you know how to use this? What?
Nancy does.
Can you use this?
I can.
But why are you still here? You should be leaving this place, right? What's the point in staying here? Yeah, Lucas, come on. Wait, what happened? What? Oof. Okay. Something happened. I don't get it.
Holy shit.
How is it dead? 11. Oh, that's 11. Surely that's 11. He's the only person who has telekinesis, right? That's 11. Oh yes, that's 11. That is 11. Yes! Finally! The Wonder Girl is back. Ooh! I was so worried there for a second. Oh my god, she's back. She is back, she is back, she is back. Oh. Hi. She came in a car or something? Like, how did she even get there? She came by a bus. I'm guessing she just walked or something. Like, heard the monster, I guess. Oh, that's the end of the episode, right? Yeah. Oh boy, that was a good ending. Yeah, I loved that ending. Okay, this feels good. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch the next episode in like 10 minutes or something. I basically paused in between and I talked about how I was too critical on Joyce. I felt like I was also like critical on her like one other occasion after that, but I guess that was sort of justified. The thing is, in a lot of TV shows, there are these characters, right? There are 5 or 6 characters. There is this one person who is sort of logical. There is one person who doesn't understand shit. There is one person who is way too emotional. There's 2 people who are like, they can help, they're intelligent, they can help, but they're not really that close to the crux of the problem. So you have all these characters in every show, in every sort of tense situation, and it's just a matter of how every character sort of, whatever they're going to do, the things that I just mentioned, these attributes, how they are put to use to form that scene and form those minutes of the episode. I mean, this show did it well. This show did it well, definitely. Like, I mean, when Joyce was talking about, something, I don't even know, I don't even remember at this point what she was talking about to Will. She was talking about something. Yeah, colors. Yeah, 120 colors, like some birthday, 8th birthday or something. Like, that story when she began, I was like, I mean, are we seriously going to go down this route where, I have seen this in Flash, for instance, so many times, where Iris, for some reason, talks, and suddenly evil Barry turns good Barry. Like, it has definitely happened twice or thrice. And that just makes no sense. And I mean, it makes no sense, and they also overuse that plot. If it happens once, it's fine. It's romantic. It's sort of way too emotionally strong, and it feels good. Everything is good. Let's go. But when you do it like twice or thrice, and when you see it in like multiple shows doing the same thing, it sort of feels like it's a very easy way out, other than doing something or taking a risk and doing something else. So yeah, that particular scene sort of pissed me off. And when Jonathan came, I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's do the whole family. Let's do the whole sort of, first his mother, then his brother, then Mike, then all the other friends. Let's get this girl. What's her name? Max also into the equation. And finally, after everybody talks and people start crying, Will start talking. But then, thankfully, that did not happen. And then we had the hand scene when he was just tapping the chair. And I was like, somebody, please notice the guy. And finally, after Mike spoke, and like, it took a long time, and finally Hopper noticed. So yeah, that was good. That was a good scene. That was a good trick too. Though to be fair, I feel like it's a bit of a stretch. It's not a stretch though, is it? Like, these kids know Morse code. Even though they may not... yeah, I guess it's a stretch to consider that Will remembers Morse code. Like, he may know of Morse code. He may know what... like, dots and dashes, stuff like that he may know. But I guess it was a stretch that he remembers every single letter. But you know what? It's a TV show. Let's just go with it, because why not? And it was way too... It was a much better way of doing things than to do the previous thing that I was just talking about. Just emotionally barrage the kid and then he will start talking. Like, yeah, this idea was much better, even though it may have been a bit of a far-fetched one. So I did like that. One thing that I did not understand was, why are the monsters attacking these people? Because I guess I understood why it attacked the lab, and before the lab, the soldiers, and like using Will as the spy, because the soldiers, like, it was, in fact, it was specifically mentioned that the soldiers hurt them, so they want to hurt them back. That makes sense. That makes logical sense. And it would also make logical sense that the lab is being attacked because, it's sort of the epicenter, it's where the gate is and stuff. But what I fail to understand is, once the lab is attacked, once these people sort of survive and come back to their houses, why does it want to sort of attack the people who are close to Will? Like, why not kill other people in the town? Because it's a big town. I'm sure that there are houses between the lab and this house. It's not the first house that's there after the lab in the route. So that particular thing did not make sense to me. Unless, of course, the reason is that they want to kill Will and they wanted to know where he is. But then it doesn't even make sense that they want to kill Will. Why would they want to kill Will? Like, that's another thing that doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you want to kill everybody else, it sort of makes sense. But Will is the guy that you're using to spy. Like, eventually you may want to kill him, but then not as the first person. So yeah, that sort of did not make sense to me. This sort of a concept of mind flayer that Dustin came up with from the Dungeons and Dragons, where, this mind flayer is like this entity, way too powerful, controls, like, thinks of them as the superior race. Like, it reminds me of Daleks. though conceptually, yeah, that was interesting, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was a cool thing to say. I mean, to be fair, they have given it a name. I wonder if they gave it some other name like last episode, but I forget. So I'm just going to go with Mind Flayer. But yeah, otherwise, this was an absolutely brilliant episode. There were way too less of these scenes that happen in, like, especially Arrowverse and generally these superhero TV shows. So this is not one. It's that scene where everything, tense is happening, and then you're sort of starting to work on something, and then you choose that moment to talk to somebody. Like, they have this brief conversation between Nancy and Steve. It was very brief, it was crisp, it did not involve any sort of, hey, I found you with Jonathan, blah blah blah, like stuff like that did not happen. So I was sort of pleased about that. There's also another sort of very brief conversation between what's his name, Lucas and Max, and again it was very brief. It was like, what will happen if these guys find us. He said something, he said Judgment Day, yeah. So that was a very brief scene. Like, scenes like this happened very infrequently and very briefly, so I was happy about that. Otherwise, yeah, this was an absolutely fantastic episode. And as I said, if you erase the previous episode and if you change the story to, Levin from her mother's house decided to come to Hawkins, and she reached at the end of this episode, it fits. Like, you don't even need to change anything. Just remove that episode and make her come from there to here instead of going somewhere else and coming back. And all is fine, and, let's go. So yeah, I don't really know if there was anything else to talk about. The Bob thing, yeah, I mean, he started the AV club. That was a cool thing to add to the story. Yeah, I do like the guy. I mean, it was I can't believe that I said in the beginning of the season, up until like third or fourth episode, to be fair, that I still doubted the guy. And to go from doubting the guy to calling him Bob the Brain, Bob Newby the superhero, the superhero who died stupidly, but then he was still a superhero. He saved especially these 4 people. So kudos to him. The trick to killing the Mind Flayer, yeah, that is also mentioned here. That makes sense, but then the only person who can even think about hurting is Levin. Like, they have no other solution to the problem. Like, Levin is the only solution, and that's what sort of I wish that they had in this show. While they created all of these things, I wish that they created some other way to destroy the monster, because it feels like an over-reliance on Levin. And a lot of times, even in superhero shows, you have the main superhero who deals with all the problems, and then towards like 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 4, you start to get characters that are also may have different powers, may have different things to do, or may have villains who may not necessarily be as overpowered as these Demogorgons are, or Demo Dogs, whatever. So, but these are all extremely overpowered creatures, and the only person who can hurt them is Levin. So I wish that they had got this lady right, Kali, because at least there would have been some point to having the last episode, and there would have been some sort of an extra hand, if you will. I don't know how she will defeat them. Maybe she'll just make everybody invisible or something. But yeah, that sort of stuns me, and I hope that they sort of solve this problem in the next season. But anyways, finale to come. I'll probably react to it like 10 minutes after I finish this recording. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please do share your thoughts on this episode, and do subscribe to the channel if you like the content and you want to stay in touch. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.